Welcome back
You did a little intro.
to
Real Talk Tuesdays.
In the Den. Did you hear that?
Your salty, sticky skin sticking to my table.
Save on table salt, bud.
Well, I'm going to have to throw the table out now. That's what's going to happen. So, we'll just eat at the couch from now on. You know?
We're from EvolveNow Fitness.
We are too. Yeah, we are. My name's Steve. Who knows? Who cares what his name is? I don't remember it half the time.
Bud the Pistache.
Bud the Pistache.
What are we talking about today?
Here on Real Talk Tuesday this week, we're going to be discussing a favorite topic of ours. And a favorite topic, I would assume, of many people out there who are dieting, maybe trying to watch their weight a little, get ready for beach season. Very popular topic.
Show off them abs and
Show off them
the booty and
skinny calves. That's in, right? That's a thing?
the buys for the guys.
I got none.
Don't do that again.
I just dig myself a little deeper every time I do it. So you know how people say curls for the girls? I made up one for triceps because I have big triceps when I'm at the gym, but tiny biceps. So I had to make one up. I had no choice.
What is it?
So it was curls for the girls and tricep press downs for the chest mounds.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, it's all I got. So, you know.
It's clever, but
It's, anyway. So, yeah.
doesn't
the
tickle my
topic-
fancy, as they say.
I don't want to talk about tickling or anything. The topic today is dieting sucks.
And it does.
That's what we're talking about.
Probably one of the crappiest things I've had to eat. No, it's not that bad, but it's bad.
Welcome to the table. Sorry. We need to welcome everybody. We welcome our guests to our home, to the den.
Pinkies up.
This shit cup's too heavy.
But,
No biceps.
literally the shit cup.
That's what my asshole friend here got me for Christmas. Literally. This is my Christmas gift.
Reminds me of him. Smells. Looks like a.
It's actually a chocolate
goof.
ice cream. And he's just reminding me to stay strong on my diet.
That's what it is.
In here. That's what the meaning of that gift was.
Yeah. So dieting sucks.
Yeah, man.
What's your least favorite aspect of dieting?
Well, I feel like it branches into two major categories, and that's amount of food, because obviously you're typically pretty restricted and eating a lot less.
Yeah.
So it sucks being hungry all the time. But also giving up stuff that you love. And I think for me, in a lot of cases, that's the worst side of it for me. I can't, like, I'm doing keto. I'm keto. I'm doing keto. I can't eat pizza anymore. Like, I have my own keto pizza recipe that's pretty tasty, but, like, I miss being able to come home and just order a za.
Yeah.
Or be out with my buds.
I can see that.
Or when I go, one of my best friends, I go and visit him a lot on weekends down in Toronto. And right by his house in Kensington Market, there's a little place. I'm gonna shout you guys out because you're so damn good and you deserve it. It's called Mare Pizzeria in Kensington Market, and they have the best pizza I've ever had. I love it.
Yeah?
I love it, and I gotta go by there all the time when I visit my friend. I used to just get 2 slices when I park. I'd get 2 slices and go meet him, hang out, and then walking back to the parking the next
you
day, I'd get
scumbag.
another slice. Usually just one the second time, but like it was a ritual for me. It's my favorite pizza in the world, and now I just gotta walk by and I can't eat it anymore.
Well, it's working.
It's working, but man, it sucks. It sucks walking by
French
that
fries, right?
stuff. We drank last night. I finally convinced my bud Jess to come out for some drinks.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell him what happened?
I don't like to drink because I can't control my eating. So I got... How many burgers did I get?
4.
4? Was it 4?
Yeah.
I got 4 burgers. The junior kind, the small burgers. And I got a large fry.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
4 burgers and a large fries.
To be fair, I took the buns off of almost all of them. So I saved some calories there. I got some protein in. It's my... that's a problem I have, though.
Yeah.
Is,
Jess does. He has a tough time resisting the temptations of food and grease and fat and salt.
As soon as I'm weak. If I'm tired,
Or Yeah, even tired for you.
Anything, man. It's to me,
That's
dieting
the first thing to go
Yeah.
when it comes to like willpower. It's the first thing to crack.
Yeah, because even though I like I'm big into I like finding healthy foods, but it doesn't matter when it comes to calories. Right?
Right.
It's all fine. Oh, it has fiber and blah blah blah, but the calories are still the calories. So I'm still going to not hit my goals because I'm still eating too many calories, even though it might be healthy. Doesn't matter.
So for you, maybe you're on the other side of things, where like the tougher part of dieting for you is just like the restriction of the amount.
Yes,
That's the harder part for you.
Big time.
100%.
Big time. It just gets to you. Like fasting works, but it does get tiring. Sometimes you get mad at it. Like last week, I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like just for the I wanted the week off of. But screw it.
Yeah. It's like anything else. You get fed up. You go to your job without any vacation time or without any time off. You get fed up. You just want to fucking take a sick day. Call your boss. I got the black lung, boss. I can't come in. Because you need a break every now and then. And that's the same way with dieting, man.
It's almost
And
necessary.
kids, I imagine, when you have children. You probably just want to ship them off to the grandparents for a weekend now and then. And be like, fuck out of here. I can't handle this.
But yeah, overconsumption, bored eating is my worst thing that I do.
I'm still bad for that too.
Or I'll get hooked on an idea. Like the worst thing I find I can do is think of, say, pizza, and then in the morning or whatever, be like, oh, tonight I'm gonna get a pizza, and then that stays with you all day, and that craving just builds and builds and builds, and boom, you order that pizza, and then not even that, you'll get some garlic bread or some wings, and you just get stupid because it's just like, oh, you're fulfilling that craving that you've been craving all day, and you're rewarding yourself for waiting all day to get it almost, right?
Yeah. It's an addiction. And it's literally like the same battle that an addict has. Maybe not as intense, of course, like your withdrawals aren't going to kill you, but it's the same region of your brain that lights up when you think about eating those foods that you're addicted to. And I'm willing to bet that if you're watching this channel and if you're dieting, you probably have some degree of that as well, right?
Yeah.
If you get to the point where you need to diet, unless you're one of those people who's just like, oh, I want to shed 5 pounds or 10 pounds to trim up, maybe you don't have that problem, but for us heavy hitters, it's a legitimate addiction that you got to battle all the time.
Yeah.
And ask any addict, doesn't matter what you're addicted to, if it's drugs, food, porn, sex, doesn't matter, man. It's tough and it wears you down. It's a grind every day.
And it goes back to what we were talking about before. You don't really go do stuff that's gonna burn calories to also kill your time. Like, what are you gonna do when you're bored? Maybe go do something active.
Yeah.
Well, it's wintertime here, so.
I ain't doing shit.
And either way, even if it was summertime, it's hard. Like you're just less active, but you need to become more active. But it is tough because when you're guys, especially when you're hanging with your other friends that aren't into it, what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna go grab a beer. You're gonna grab some wings. You're gonna grab whatever.
It's so ingrained though that even if you're doing something active, say you go and shoot some basketball with your buds, or you go for a hike, or whatever the case, it's so typical for afterwards to meet up and grab a bite to eat at a restaurant. Yeah. It's like, hey, let's go for a 2-hour hike, and then we'll all go to fucking, I don't know.
It's such a social thing.
Yeah,
and
it is.
That's the whole problem too. Is again, social eating is. So I'd say for me, bored eating, social eating. If I could get those two cut, I'm good. If I'm at work all day, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not craving any food. Or if I'm alone. If I'm alone, I don't sit there and be like, oh, I want 20 wings.
I do.
Not me. I only do it when I got friends around or with my girlfriend or whatever. That's when I want to eat more. Besides that, I'm actually pretty health conscious when I'm alone. Okay. So if I had no friends,
Lone wolf over here.
I held them away in my little kitchen.
Maybe it's time you just take the plunge and tell all your buds to fuck off and leave you alone.
I do
until you're skinny.
It's not even their fault though. It's just that's the way everyone is.
It's just
right?
It's
most people aren't
the
health
mechanism,
conscious, right? For sure.
And it's not, again, going back to our like double branch of dieting thing. It's not even necessarily health conscious. Like, you could go out with them and probably get, maybe in my case as a keto, or I can get a Caesar salad without croutons. I can do that at a restaurant. Like, there's options. And for somebody who's health conscious, you could get your fish with, say, steamed rice, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's adding to your calorie total for the day, and you got to be mindful of that. And you got to go, oh shit, how can I fit this in? I'm eating for this social reason, and there are options that I can have. But now am I so restricted on calories that I'm not going to be able to eat for the rest of the day, and I'm going to be screwed later, or is this going to put me over now? So it's like a constant battle going on. You're always thinking about it. It's always on your mind. you don't get any respite from it. Like it's constant.
And if you don't stay on it, you don't get results, and then you quit. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
I've been stalled for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I lost my motivation. And when you lose the motivation, it's the hardest part to stay dedicated. That's again, it's like the same classic line, but dedication, motivation. You're gonna lose that motivation. You gotta stay dedicated and keep doing it, or else you're screwed.
You won't be motivated all the time. It's not gonna happen.
But just get back.
And especially and it's so easy like to slip.
I mean, I'm still like what 20 odd pounds down, but I haven't lost weight in like 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still doing good, but I'm doing bad. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, screw it, and then gain another 20 pounds because I'm still better off than I was.
But
as
it
long
is
as you
so
keep
easy.
on that,
Make that first stumble and have it tumble into a barrel roll. And all of a sudden,
I think
you're making the pizza sandwich.
Yeah. I'm like the classic for all those like, you know, those kind of corny known sayings like, we'll start on Monday, or that's me. I'm all of those.
You're the king of those.
Justification, right? Well,
It's nice to hear you like
Monday.
fucking own that.
Yeah, well, I have no. That's the problem with me. As I have no problem owning up with it. I don't know what I got to do to make it hit home, right? Right. So,
but we wanted to make this video and discuss this stuff because I think we're aware of the fact that we lose weight successfully, even though we're on something of a stall right now. Admittedly, we haven't been doing our big leaps and bounds like we're sort of known for.
And the videos are even not. I'm not looking forward to my video. And I know I lost 5 pounds. I can't wait to come here and make a video. Right? It's just
super
so good. But it's so funny that feeling of feeling so good is amazing. But yet you still blow it. It's so funny how the human brain works.
Yeah.
It's like self-destruct mode or something, right?
You've got two rushes, right? The food gives you a rush. Succeeding and getting the weight loss gives you a rush, but you get to eat constantly on this side and get the rush, whereas you got to suffer and be tortured on this side to get your rush. So your body naturally wants to default to the path of least resistance there, for sure. But I'm aware of the fact that like we jump on camera for our weekly weigh-in video, and I don't want to be misleading on this channel. Like I don't want it to look like, because we spend a few minutes before recording, you know, chit-chatting, shooting the shit a little bit just together, getting in sort of like a social mindset. So by the time that we're making the video and then we're on camera, we're kind of like joking around and jovial and in a good mood. But it's not a very accurate reflection of the whole process, of the whole journey. And I would hate for somebody to watch this channel and be like, these fucking assholes are losing 3, 4, 5 pounds a week, and they're fucking got a skip in their step, a smile on their face, everything is beautiful and sunshine and rainbows, and have that discourage a viewer. You know what I mean? Have them see that and go, okay, well, I only lost 1.5 pounds, and I've been pretty miserable. I've not been hanging out with my friends because I don't want to be eating more than I need to. So, like, I feel like we have a responsibility and obligation to make this video and talk about this. Just so you know, that's not the case, man. We skip those meals with our friends. We get bummed the fuck out. We have days where we're just like, how many times? There's been a few times where I've just looked at Jesse, or even looked at my girlfriend and been like, fuck, maybe I'll just be fat. Like, like actually, like, it'll be getting to me so much. But maybe I'll just fucking be fat. I just miss eating whenever I want, whatever I want. It's such a liberating feeling.
We're designed to feel.
It makes you happy if you've had a shitty day. Like, it literally cures all that ails you, except for the actual health stuff, in which case it kind of kills you.
But it makes you feel good for the day.
But if you do it every day...
You feel like crap afterwards, too. Like, you feel good, and then you're like, oh, why'd I do that?
But, like, human beings are all just instant gratification.
Yeah.
Let me just grab my pizza pocket.
Which is why most people can't lose weight, because it's like, that pizza's going to come here in 20 minutes. That weight loss is going to take months.
Yeah, 20 minutes versus 20 months, you know, if you got a big road ahead of you.
Yeah, so if you do lose weight and you keep it off, like, that's the small percentage of people that can actually do that, because it's tough. And you're designed, you go and step out the door, there's food everywhere you go.
Billboards, commercials, ads. I mean, there's no secret, obviously. You walk out your door and you're flooded with it. You get flyers and stuff sent to your house, big pizza coupons, the new specials, and like the beautiful shiny paper, like the nice stock. It feels nice in your fingers. Like, I don't know how they do that. It's got pheromones on it, I'm pretty sure. You're smelling it.
Do you ever reward yourself for not... Okay, let's say you start every day. You really want to have a bad breakfast. You know, like lots of bacon or whatever. But you don't because you're good.
Right.
And then for lunch, you pass Burger King or whatever, right? Like somewhere that has some junk food that you're like, you know what, I didn't... And you don't go. But dinner time rolls around and you kind of want to reward yourself. You're rewarding yourself for knocking down those other foods. So then you go ahead and you eat 100 tacos for dinner, right? It's a weird thing that people do.
You're staving off food.
Yeah.
You reward yourself with food.
I'm seeing it's a pattern in a lot of people. Like,
I don't have that.
No?
I'm lucky. I'm the exact opposite. If I start my day shitty, that day is probably going to be a train wreck. It just flows. If I start it disciplined and strong, then it creates motivation within me. If I start with like a good breakfast, or say, because I typically fast through my breakfast, but let's say that I woke up and I'm super hungry for whatever reason, and I'm really tempted to eat, and I go, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to stick to my fast, go to work. That builds motivation within me to be like, okay, let's ride this.
So you don't have that reward
now I can kill this.
So you don't have that really.
Maybe my body is using the rush of the small success, the small victory of skipping that meal.
Yeah. Well,
as a reward.
Well, like,
I don't know.
I just did that. I fasted for like 36, 37 hours, and I was pretty proud of myself for doing it.
My butt almost disappeared.
I don't like it. I like doing that one meal a day thing. Works better for me. So fasting for like 20 hours, whatever, right? And but I fasted for 24 hours, and I was like, I could go to bed and not eat, just because I had a long day at work. So I didn't eat, and then I went to work again the next day. I didn't eat until lunchtime that day, so it was 36 hours. And again, I rewarded myself by I did okay, but I went to Wendy's, right? But I had a double burger with no bun. But I wanted to reward myself in some way for just doing that. And you're just one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah.
That's not the way to do it.
In your case, I'll credit you at least that it sounds more like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah.
I'd say you had a net
yeah.
positive there.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good.
But
I do know what you mean.
Sometimes I do. I reward myself.
Take a giant fucking leap.
Well, remember I had that A&W when I came here, and I know I lost a lot of weight that week, so I was like, fuck, I'm going A&W. And I had again.
Yeah.
I love eating an abundance of food, and I'm not proud of it.
There's something satisfying and good feeling about sitting down and eating until it hurts. And maybe that's just us. Maybe there's people out there that can't relate to that. There probably is. I know my girlfriend's a person like that. She just doesn't eat to the point where she's uncomfortable. It's just not within her as a human being.
She's jealous of that so much. And then that's my test. If you want to test if you have the disease of fatatitis.
Fatatitis. It's a medical term.
Look it up.
Don't give us that look. That's a medical term.
Order yourself your favorite large pizza. Right? Open the box. Eat until you're full. Then sit, relax. And if you go grab another slice, you have fatatitis.
I have fatatitis.
I have fatatitis.
My name is Steve, and I live with fatatitis.
And all my fat friends have that problem. All the skinny people in my life, they'll be like, oh,
yeah,
that's good.
Me, as soon as I can physically fit another slice into my stomach,
it's going down.
And she goes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the hardest part too. It's all hard.
Yeah.
The odds are against us. If I was to put money down on us, I would say we aren't going to hit our goals. And I would say that for anybody, though. I would say that for anybody that needs to lose weight, the odds are totally against you.
That's the spirit.
Well, if you're a betting man, I know a buddy of mine is a betting man. If he was smart to put $1,000 down, be like, 5 years from now, these guys are still going to be fat.
Oh, 5 years from now, okay. Ooh.
Right? Whatever. A year from, no, maybe not a year.
No, I'm saying that's...
Right?
It's hard to keep it off, even if you get
That's
it off.
That's exactly it. We're designed to fail unless you keep that dedication.
Look at us.
The wits about you.
Have you seen our old videos?
We did pretty good. And it felt good. It felt so good. It felt so much better than ordering a goddamn pizza. So much better. Yeah. But we still do.
I think...
I don't know.
Sometimes you just don't know the extent of how bad you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Well, that's another topic anyway, but...
I don't know. I've been eating...
I have a mechanism. I'm curious if you have this too. At work, I think about food all day. It consumes me. It's an all-consuming thing.
Well,
what am I going to eat? thinking about what I'm going to eat, thinking about how I'm going to prepare it, thinking about visualizing. Oh, excuse me, my shit coffee, literally. Visualizing eating it, picturing eating it. It like consumes me. It's a big part of my mental activity throughout the day, throughout a given day.
I think it's a lot of people have that, but I mean, as long as you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go home and make my ground beef and lots of veggies, or my steak and some veggies, and then you're craving that, or are you craving like?
But I think just the fact that you're so obsessed with food to begin with.
Being a food addict. Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean. I don't think that's not good.
No,
and that's hard.
And I think another answer is finding a hobby, finding a hobby that doesn't. So okay, I have my gun license, and we were just talking about this today, right?
Of course you do. Look at you.
But I've never purchased a gun and gone shooting yet or nothing, right? But that's something I could go do instead of sitting around with you and just ordering wings, right?
Hey, the wings that we had today were from Costco. I didn't order.
But we could go kill 2 or 3 wings, see?
We're doomed.
You go 2 or 3 hours and go target shooting. You shoot the archery or, whatever. Something like that keeps you. You have a joint of boxing, whatever, that kind of stuff, right?
Video games are actually good.
Yeah.
For that.
I'm not into it, but I can see.
Pulls
you away, right?
Yeah, not because so much you're getting active unless you play in the groove or step or like Dance Dance Revolution, which I have a pad,
Of course you do.
a custom built pad. It's pretty sick. But yeah, I know, like if you can find a game and get lost in it, you'll lose fucking 5 or 6 hours and don't think about food once.
I've done that once. Through Call of Duty, I was addicted to it, and I was like, holy crap, 7 hours just went by.
There was a point though before we started ENF again, before we sort of revamped and restarted, where I was playing every night. I was playing with a buddy of mine, and I was so bad that I would play a game called Overwatch, and that game is sort of split into small games, right? So a game takes 15 minutes, say. So between every game, I'm making toast. 2 big pieces of rye toast, peanut butter and jam. And then, but after that game ends, I'll make a hot chocolate.
A craft dinner.
Loaded with sugar. There's a running joke with my buddy DJ, who I play with all the time. He's like, you're always making macaroni. He's like, I can always hear you through the mic making macaroni. You're perpetually cooking macaroni. It's a disaster. So to have those things be your default, like let's say you just turn your brain off and go on autopilot.
Yeah. When
your default is eat constantly, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
When you try and change that, when you try and rewire your brain.
And I think there's lots of something to do with. So that's good with the video games too, right? But there's something to do with the money, because you notice. I think I've noticed that you see someone with Mercedes, whatever. That doesn't mean they have money, but let's just say that pretend that they do, right? They're usually not very obese or whatever, right? They usually look like they're pretty healthy people. If you go to like a nice supermarket, usually the people are healthier. They look or thinner, right? You don't know if they're healthier, but they're not. You go to you go to a Walmart, you'll see the bigger people. And I think it's got something to do with when you don't have a lot of money, what's the nice fun way to reward a Friday night when you just got your $500 paycheck for the week? You know what I mean? Versus, okay, let's go snowmobiling, let's go ATVing, let's go
$10 bag of
let's grab our boat and go fishing. Yeah. Right? It's let's order some food, and that's rewarding.
There's a whole topic that I could branch into. I won't for this video, I'll save it for another time, about the correlation between poverty and being low income and poor health and obesity. Because if you're poor, forget about it. You're probably going to be fat. Nothing you do about it. All you're going to be able to buy is boxed shit that's terrible for you.
Hold on.
Glycemic crap.
I wouldn't agree with you're going to be fat. You're going to be...
Well, put up your dukes then, partner.
You're going to be unhealthy. But again, so this is another thing people can't separate the two. There's a difference between... Like, you could eat McDonald's every day of your life and lose... I could do this right now. Go lose 50 pounds by eating McDonald's every day. I'm not going to be healthy at all.
Let me explain.
You can still eat less of the bad stuff.
You can... Yeah. But unless you're very conscious, you won't. Because
well, most won't. We're being realistically, yeah.
What's satiating? Fat is satiating. What's fat? It's butter, expensive. It's cheese, expensive. It's red meat, expensive. What isn't satiating and will have you hungry again in 45 minutes? Carbohydrates, especially simple carbohydrates.
They're cheap.
What's cheap? Lipton sidekicks, craft dinner.
Yeah.
Boxed pasta dishes. Anything like that, all that cheap stuff that you get for like 99 cents a box that some people have to live on because they have no choice financially, you're gonna eat a box of that and miraculously be hungry an hour later. And if you're not completely conscious of the fact that even though I'm hungry, I have to not eat because I ate this much already, and if you just go by the hunger signals that you have in your brain, then you're going to gain the weight. 100% eating that cheap, simple carbohydrate processed food. It goes through you like that, you're hungry again, and you're going to overeat just by the mechanism of it. Not intentionally, but it'll just happen. That's what I mean.
But you can still, but you like, I know what you're saying, but you still can do it.
I'm talking about the average Joe.
Yeah.
Who's not.
But if you're watching, you want to become conscientious of it, right? Like.
Yeah, no, but that's why I'm saying I think there exists just in the world in general a correlation between poverty and
of course
being overweight and being unhealthy. But like I said, that's another topic.
You can still, I mean, even if you're poor or you're whatever. I know lots of people that don't have a lot of money, but I know a lot of people that can afford to eat peanut butter. Peanut butter is goddamn satiating. Don't eat too much of it, but you can eat it. You know what I mean? You're craving your peanut butter. That's my weakness.
Your weakness is not knowing what the fuck a tablespoon is. I'll tell you that right now. I only had 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. It's like this high off the spoon. Yeah, you're fast and loose with the tablespoons, my friend. That's what I'm gonna get you for your birthday, I think. An exact tablespoon where you fill it and then level it off.
Yeah. I need that.
Yeah, you do.
But I just think that it's doable. It's fun. It's way harder, and it's way harder not just because of that. And again, it goes back to what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do for fun? And that's why dieting sucks. Again, if you're poor, dieting sucks even more, especially if food's your life.
Absolutely. It's hard for me on keto sometimes to afford to eat that way. That's an expensive way of eating, man.
Yeah, healthy fats in your.
All the healthy fats, especially if you want to really kind of buckle down and like say the difference between butter. You go to a regular grocery store and get a thing of butter, it's $5 or something. You go to a store that's more health conscious with their food and get like say grass-fed butter. It's like $12 for half the amount.
Yeah.
For you're getting half the amount and paying over double.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. I want to eat grass-fed butter because I know it's better. I know it has additional health benefits, but I can't afford that shit, man. I can't, especially the amount of butter I eat being keto. I can't. I'll just go through it. It's so fast. So I can't buy it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous if you just want to eat real food.
Yeah.
It's just so damn expensive. And don't eat margarine.
Don't eat margarine.
But yeah, well, I don't know. I think that's pretty much everything when it comes to why dieting sucks for me is, like, number 1 would be social eating. Number 2 would just be the satiation of just sitting down with a box of pizza and some wings. It's just like, oh yeah, it feels so good.
And I miss the quick fix. If you're having a shitty day, if you're having a stressful day, of eating something that you love, they call it comfort food for a reason, man. A big bowl of homemade macaroni and cheese,
when you're stressed out. Yeah,
some days I'm stressed. It's like a goddamn slow, steady morphine drip.
Yeah.
Like eating your bowl of mac and cheese. I'm telling you, I miss that. I miss being stressed out and eating it away.
Yeah. So what do you say?
You got to deal with your stressors head on. You can't just bury them in cheese.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what. Yeah, I'll do that too. Like, so it'll be a long day at work, and it's just like you're just kind of like, ugh. It's like, what's my reward system? I love eating cheese.
I'm in a real pissed off mood. Let me go on the treadmill for half an hour.
Yeah. I have thought about going. I like the sauna, but anyways, that's trailing off.
Mm-hmm. But we just wanted to give you guys a realistic picture. We don't want to jump on screen once a week, everything happy-go-lucky and good, and and give a message that's maybe a little deceitful or not the entire picture.
Yeah.
But what I will say before we sign off here is, as much as this has been sort of a more depressing talk, it doesn't mean you can't do it. That's not what it means. And the thing is that if you can overcome it, if you can realize that all these difficulties and these hurdles exist and still get your ass on the track and fucking jump them and make it to the finish line, you're a fucking baller, man.
Yeah.
You're a badass.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of not saying...
The harder it is, the greater the reward, the greater you feel, the greater of an accomplishment it is. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yeah.
If it was easy, being thin and in great shape wouldn't be a thing, like, because everyone would just be that way. It would be the norm.
I think kind of the message we're trying to send off is just, it's called, kind of sounds negative, but it's like, you're just letting you know that you're going up, it's an uphill battle, and you are designed to fail in society. Like, you're designed, it's just, our mind wants to eat. You got fast food, you got whatever. We're designed to not be fit and healthy. right? So, but you can do it. It's just prepare yourself that it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a battle. You're going to have to put on your boxing gloves, get in the ring with Ivan fucking Drago, get pummeled for 10 rounds, or 9.5 anyway.
Yeah.
Then come out and get the knockout at the end. But you're not going to like those 9.5 rounds.
They're not fun. But
It's better to go into it prepared, though, knowing what you're going to face. And it's better, I think, to know that you're not alone when you've had a shit day, to know that there's other people out there that are going through the same stuff, that are with you in the trenches, and you've got some sort of camaraderie, some feeling of camaraderie. I think makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
And I think it's good to know that it's not easy for us. We struggle, and if you're struggling as well, it's nice to know that, we're in this together.
Yeah, that makes sense. That we just are fat guys trying to get skinny in a world that wants you to stay fat.
It does, too.
Up on your shirt.
Yeah, you gotta quote that to yourself every time you have a hamburger in your hand. You need to let that shit go. Just drop it. All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. We've got some positive feedback so far on this series, as brief as it's been. We're really glad that you guys are enjoying it. But again, if you have any additional things to say, any suggestions for improvements, please let us know. We're constantly behind the scenes working on improving things. Our equipment, we're trying to upgrade. We want to work on our lighting, make that a little better.
Yeah.
So all that is, it's on the way. It's coming.
I'm thinking our next video should be our tips on what works for us for losing weight.
Well, I guess that's
what
decided.
we know. Because I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I just don't apply it.
Yeah. There's a difference between knowledge and application, right? That's why you can have a big fat guy be an incredible coach.
Yeah. But maybe that's next week.
Maybe that's next week.
All right.
Or maybe I'll decide it's a terrible idea and tell Jess to fuck off.
But till then, we'll see you tomorrow. At Weigh-In Wednesday.
Yes.
I'm scared.
And we can't even tell you if it's going to be a good one or a bad one yet, because we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
I know I'm sweating a lot right now, so I think I'll be all right.
Yeah. See, the more nervous you are about the weigh-in, the more you sweat out of anxiety, the lighter you are. It's a nice little bonus. We're going to sign off. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Follow us. Like our stuff. Comment on how handsome I am. How ugly he is.
But only by comparison, just because you're so handsome.
It's true.
Thanks for sticking with us. Stay strong. Keep evolving. We'll see you next time.
Yeehaw!